I wake to blinding patches of sunlight spilling into my bedroom on a Thursday in November. It's the first sun I've seen in weeks. A stranger is in bed next to me, and we share a silent but knowing stare. He's the first to break the silence. Something's up. His voice is abrupt but soft and raspy in a way that ages his otherwise youthful face. The cold rains were programmed for the next 3 weeks, he continues. He explains that he works for the Bureau, which is how he knows these things. I head to the bathroom for a shower as he digs around for his clothes. I stand under the stream, staring at the sliver of white where the sky peeks through between buildings. The corners of my bathroom glow, revealing a thin blanket of dust on the edges of the tub, the sink, even the mirror. I find him sitting at my kitchen table, staring out the window with his chin resting in his hand. I had thought he would be gone by now. I offer to make us pancakes, a recipe that was passed down from my grandfather. Once I place them on our plates, I demonstrate how to roll them up with blackberry jam and eat from both ends, meeting in the middle. We sit there in silence for a moment. I watch as he chews slowly, gently puts down his pancake, closes his eyes, and takes in a deep breath. "Let's go walking," he says as he opens his eyes. "Let's marinate in this sky." We step out of my apartment building into a canopy of blinding white. Someone must have set the stagnant on, he explains. I don't ask him to elaborate. I'm too distracted by the blankness. No clouds, no rain, no shadows cast. We're alone. Sidewalks bare, empty cars. So we wander down the street to look for clues. The corner store is empty. Doors locked, wires and empty boxes litter the floor. Around the corner is the aquarium, with its doors blown open. The fish are all there still. The crabs stare back at the stranger as if they share the same unspoken language. The tanks are still bubbling, and the place still smells like wet dirt. But we have no use for fish and wander back outside. The stranger takes the lead now. "Follow me," he says. We leave the street and duck into the bushes in the abandoned lot we passed on the way over here. He wades through shrubbery as if he knows it by heart. The bushes clear to reveal a beach. We cross a sand-covered street, past the blinking stoplights, up and down the grassy dunes. The birds have all gathered here, wandering around aimlessly, but they clear a path as we walk toward the shore. We take off our shoes and the stranger kneels to the ground. He sets down his bag, pulling items out one by one and gently laying them out on the sand like precious offerings. "Step back and watch this," he says with a giddy excitement. The items begin to sink into the ground until the sand has swallowed them completely. I stare in awe as I question everything I know about the properties of sand. His voice brings my gaze back up to meet his. "Let's do it too," he says softly. "Trust me, there's so much more to see." I grab his shoulder and we descend into the sand, past the houses, past the birds, down, 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 into the endless white that swallows everything.